In the heart of a forgotten town, a sinister secret lurks within the walls of the ancient Hollow Manor. Imagine a place where time stands still, where the air carries whispers of a past steeped in darkness. This is Hollow Manor, a mansion that's anything but ordinary, its grandeur belying the secrets it holds. Once a symbol of prosperity, the manor now stands as a stark reminder of a chilling past. Its once vibrant halls now echo with silence, broken only by hushed whispers of the locals who dare not speak its name aloud. They say the manor has a life of its own, a life that feeds off the fear of those who venture too close. Rumors abound of mysterious disappearances linked to this place. Some believe it's the manor's way of preserving its dark legacy, while others suspect something far more sinister. As night falls, the true horror of Hollow Manor reveals itself, where shadows are not merely absence of light, but entities of eternal dread. Once the night sweeps over, the manor transforms into a realm of darkness, where shadows come to life. As the sun sets, Hollow Manor becomes shrouded in an impenetrable darkness, a darkness that seems almost alive. It's as though the manor takes on a life of its own, a grotesque caricature of its daytime self, filled with a palpable sense of dread and unease. In this nocturnal world, the silence is often broken by whispers that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. They're low, hushed, as if sharing a secret too terrible to be uttered aloud. You strain to understand, but the words slip away, leaving only an echo of fear in their wake. Then there are the cold spots. You can be walking down a hallway, the air heavy and still, when suddenly a chill sweeps over you. It's like stepping into a winter's night, the cold seeping into your bones, making you shiver uncontrollably. These cold spots are fleeting, disappearing as quickly as they come, but their icy touch lingers, a chilling reminder of their presence. And always there is the feeling of being watched. It's not just paranoia, not just your mind playing tricks on you. It's a feeling so intense, so real that you can't shake it off. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the curtains, every flicker of the candlelight sends your heart racing, your breath catching in your throat. You're never alone in Hollow Manor, not truly. There are eyes in the darkness, unseen but ever watchful. But perhaps the most terrifying of all are the shadows. They're not just absence of light, not in Hollow Manor. Here they seem to move, to shift, to morph into strange, terrifying shapes. They creep along the walls, lurk in the corners, slither across the floor. They're always there, always watching, always waiting. The shadows of Hollow Manor hide an unspeakable evil, a horror that is waiting to be unleashed. As the night deepens, the manor's sinister secrets are shrouded in its shadows, whispering tales of terror to those brave or foolish enough to listen. The manor is not just a house, it's a living, breathing entity of darkness, a realm where nightmares come to life. Many brave souls ventured into the manor, drawn by curiosity or foolhardiness, and their tales are the stuff of nightmares. One such tale is that of young Edward, a local lad who, in a fit of bravado, dared to spend a night in Hollow Manor. As the story goes, Edward was never the same after that night. He spoke of shadows shifting and contorting, of whispers that echoed through the silent halls, and of cold draughts that sent chills down his spine. He would wake up in the dead of the night, drenched in sweat, the echoes of the whispers still ringing in his ears. Then there was the tale of Martha, an elderly woman who lived nearby. She had ventured into the manor in search of her lost cat, only to encounter something far more terrifying. She spoke of the strange sensation of being watched, of lights flickering inexplicably, and of doors creaking open and slamming shut on their own. Martha's cat returned home the next day, but Martha was never quite the same, often seen peering anxiously at the manor from her window. Let's not forget the group of thrill-seeking teenagers who, on a dare, decided to explore the manor. They returned pale and shaken, their laughter replaced with a dreadful silence. They spoke of chilling apparitions, of a feeling of suffocating dread, and of an overwhelming urge to flee. The teenagers, once so full of life and laughter, grew quiet and distant after their encounter. These stories, among others, paint a terrifying picture of Hollow Manor, a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred, where fear seeps into the walls, and where the echoes of the past linger in the present. Each tale is a testament to the terror that has taken root in this place, a terror that is as much a part of Hollow Manor as its crumbling walls and creaking floors. Their encounters serve as a chilling reminder of the oppressive dread that inhabits Hollow Manor. Behind the hauntings of Hollow Manor, a ghastly secret waits to be unraveled. The manor, a place of dark corners and whispering walls, is not haunted without reason. There are theories, hypotheses, and conjectures that try to explain the spectral shadows lurking in its corners, each more chilling than the last. To understand the origin of these shadows, we must venture back into the past, to the manor's inception. Built in the late 18th century, the manor was the grand project of a man named Archibald Hollow. Some say Archibald, obsessed with the occult, built the manor as a conduit to the spirit world. He was known to host seances in the grand hall, calling forth spirits and shadows that, perhaps, never left. Others suggest the haunting is a result of a terrible tragedy that befell the Hollow family. An entire generation wiped out in a single night with no explanation. The shadows, they argue, are the souls of the Hollows, trapped in eternal torment. Yet another theory points to the manor's location. Built atop an ancient burial ground, some believe the manor disturbed the rest of the spirits below, causing them to rise and haunt the living. Then there are the whispers about a cursed artifact, brought back from an ill-fated expedition, hidden somewhere within the manor. An artifact that opened a door to the shadow realm, letting in entities that should not walk among the living. But perhaps the most chilling theory is that the shadows are not ghosts at all, but something far more malevolent. Creatures from a realm of darkness, drawn to the manor by its history of misery and death. Each theory is as terrifying as the next, painting a picture of a place steeped in horror and the supernatural. But the truth might be a blend of all these theories, a nightmarish cocktail of the occult, tragedy, disturbed spirits, cursed artifacts, and malevolent entities. Trying to unravel the mystery of Hollow Manor is like walking through one of its shadow-laden corridors. Each step takes you deeper into the darkness, where the line between fact and fiction blurs, and the chill of fear is your only companion. The truth of Hollow Manor's curse is as horrifying as the shadows themselves. The manor, a testament to the horrors that lurk in the shadows, remains a chilling reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved. In the face of the unspeakable horror of Hollow Manor, one is left with a chilling realization. As the story of Hollow Manor unravels, we find ourselves entangled in a web of spectral shadows and spine-chilling revelations. An ordinary manor, once filled with life and laughter, now stands as a chilling monument of terror, a haunting reminder of the otherworldly forces that can leak into our reality. The manor's tale is a twisted narrative that begins innocently enough. A loving family, a beautiful home, everything one could desire. But as the sun dips below the horizon, the sinister shadows emerge. These are not mere absence of light, but a tangible, malevolent force that pervades the manor, turning it into a playground for the paranormal. As we delve deeper into the manor's past, we uncover a series of horrifying events, each one more chilling than the last. The stories of those who dared to step foot inside, of the unexplained phenomena they experienced, are enough to send shivers down the spine of even the most hardened skeptics. The echoes of their fear still linger within the manor's crumbling walls. The young couple who disappeared without a trace, the brave ghost hunters who fled in terror, the old caretaker who claimed to hear whispers in the night. Their stories are etched into the very fabric of the house. The manor seems to feed off the fear of its inhabitants, growing stronger, more malevolent with each passing night. The town, once a bustling hub of activity, now lies eerily silent, shrouded in an unnerving dread. The once happy community is now a ghost town, its residents too terrified to venture out after dark. The impact of the hauntings on the town is profound. The people live in constant fear, their lives overshadowed by the looming presence of the manor. And those who dare to enter the manor, they are forever changed. Their eyes haunted by the things they've seen, their minds scarred by the horrors they've experienced. In the end, the story of Hollow Manor is a cautionary tale. A tale that reminds us that there are things in this world we may never fully understand. Things that lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. Hollow Manor stands as a testament to the eternal shadows that lurk in the corners of our world, waiting to consume the unwary. Remember, when the night falls, the shadows rise.